Okay, so Tom, this is Tom Claus. Take a video of the Gypsy Scamp. 25-foot CNC out of Cleveland, Ohio. Got a Merc 99 outboard on that, tiller. I don't know how you're going to be able to see in the video. Definitely needs a new paint job. Some teak on the back needs to be cleaned up, oiled. I don't know if that needs to be replaced. Some of the hardware really looks its age. Tow rail, pretty old. Got some really old hardware on here. I don't know if that can be re-chrome or rebuilt. Vents. Cleats are really looking kind of old. Port lights are really old. This electrical tape is actually covering up the holes where I have the handrails that I've taken off. They were really loose, they need to be fixed. So I polished up the mast a little bit this spring, so that looks pretty clean. These are all new halyards. So new boots on the, got new end vane up there. I rewired it so you can kind of see here. That's where I terminated some of it. The steaming light I didn't fix this summer. But in general, what I'm kind of looking for, I guess, Tom, is, get this thing cleaned up, looking good. I don't know if you can see it in the video there, but you can kind of see how the fiberglass is actually showing through the old gel coat. Got some good scratches on the hull, wear and tear, names coming off. So this is I think the original hatch. It still works okay. Actually, one of the things is broken. That's the excess wiring I brought down. That actually comes out of the bottom of the mast. But here's a better picture of the deck. Kind of see how that fiberglass is showing through there, so it needs to be done. Spider cracks all over the boat. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'd like to get new hardware on this thing, new rails, and have it look really nice, but I don't know if we could just kind of clean some of this stuff up. Old wiring. I'm in the middle of kind of replacing these old lights, trying to put some LEDs in there. Got some new lines this year. So I'm not quite kind of sure what you want to see out here. Handrail again on this side of the boat. I've got a electrical connection there that's loose. Old cleats, old winches. Cockpit, of course, it's dirty and old. I bought a new stereo to replace that speaker. There's actually two new speakers. Haven't put it in yet. All old wiring. You can see kind of got some just old, it's just beat up. Old stain from the oils, cracked fiberglass or patches. These rails are old. I got this stuff happening all over the boat. That's kind of why I'm thinking I need it painted. There used to be an inboard on this. It was an old Vid4 one cylinder. I took that out, so I patched the through hull where the prop used to come out. But I could take all these gears out. Underneath, I'm kind of thinking it'd be nice to get this wiring cleaned up. I think they did a pretty good job of putting it in. I've never tried that outlet, that outlet there. I actually have one of those in the boat, but I haven't used it. I wish I would have tried that one. Got room for 2 batteries. There's the air pump. I don't know what you need to kind of see down here, but it's dry. Well, at least this portion is. Then over here on the other side, some of this crap out of here. That's where the old engine controls, keys used to be. And then in this compartment I just have my ladder and anchor. I need to get another anchor. So inside the cabin, I've got some old plywood I need to get fixed. These doors, those have been, teak is okay. It's really beat up. I've done a piss poor job of keeping it oiled over the years. I keep it outside all the time, so I can never really kind of keep up with it. The inside teak looks fine, looks good. Double battery. This stairwell, this is loose. That's where the engine used to go in. These are just kind of, this wood is just kind of like held in here. That need to be fixed. The condition of the inside's fine. I don't know. I think I could probably end up spending a lot of money in here and making it look better, but how much better, I don't know. The wood, if I would oil a little bit better and take care of it, would be pretty good. The V-berth up there, those are little, what are they? Those little pole things. They actually put those over the lifeline to keep the swallows off. The swallows shit all over my boat. But I've got a table in here. I'd love to get new cushions. So new cushions for this bench. New cushions for this bench. I'd like to get new cushions for the V-berth, although I never use it. I'd like to, I think. And I'd also like to get some cushions that go the length of this boat. Sorry, the length of the cockpit, rather. All the way to that side. And then one that comes over here and goes all the way to the back so people have a place to sit. That's the gas tank, or the gas compartment, I should say. There's beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. Shitty ass speaker. I just took my radio out for the year, so maybe it works fine for what I use it for. I'm not in love with how they did all the gear, the gauges and stuff. Really, the only one I use there that works that I need is a depth finder. This is the compass over here. I've seen you kind of build a little wooden, compartment to hold those. That would kind of be cool. I think I'd like my wife does not like all the wood stuff. Kind of makes her feel like old 1970s. So, but I also don't want to dump a bunch of money into putting all new white. I don't know. You've done some good stuff. Then they got a little head in here. Little head's old. Maybe replace that. A little closet. I keep all my life jackets. And then the V-berth. Everything's good back here, I think. The wiring comes in from up there, but it's old shitty wiring. The wiring actually goes through the bilge. There's wiring down there, so I'm going to go ahead and open up. Now I did just move the boat, so it's got a little bit of water in it. Actually, it's got a lot of water in it, but the wiring is underneath that water. There's my keel bolts. So I gotta get my battery charged and get the stuff drained out. New piece of wood here, maybe it'd be nice. My neighbor or my buddy oiled that up for me and fixed that, so it looks okay. So this is the nutshell of it, really. I mean, you know, we don't really come down too much and spend any time on the table having some drinks with cushions, but I think maybe if we got it cleaned up a little bit with some new ports and got this thing looking good, maybe we would. There's a really nice cooler here. This is a, get that cleaned up if I could. I think that drain works. But that's a heck of an ice chest. You know, so that's kind of the boat, Tom. I mean, I'm not quite sure what you want to see. You know, I'd love to have this all stripped down and patched up and painted and new cushions on it. Get some new hardware. I'd like to get the thing rewired so you know, my stereo would work. Maybe get this outlet working so I could plug some stuff in if I wanted to. Maybe the fresh water tank is in up here in the V berth. I don't really use water in this thing. I think it's a 20 gallon. No, 10 gallon maybe. But that's original, I think. Yeah, so, and then this, just storage, I think. There's a through hole. That might be my depth finder. So, yeah, anyway, so this is a good introductory video, Tom. I'm sorry it took so long to get it done and get it to you. Oh, this little door here. That's where my speaker is, or my stereo rather, wired to that. There's some good room in here. That's the Gypsy Scamp in a nutshell. I know you'll have a million questions for me. Probably need to re-videotape some things, which is cool. So, all right, Tom. All right, sir. Talk to you soon, buddy. Bye.